How are you coming into this time together emotionally?
I think
I would say I'm coming in emotionally very complex.
I'm feeling really depleted.
I really need just some in-person time.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like myself.
like I've just been totally scattered, so juggling lots, and have been very ready to shut off my computer for a while.
If you've followed us closely for any length of time, you'd know by now that we're consistently experimenting on ourselves and on our own culture as a means of both improving how we operate our business, as well as what we teach to the world. These past few months have been hard on everyone on the planet, so we wanted to do what we could to help our team process some of this global trauma and hopefully feel some sense of relief. With everyone working over Zoom so much, it can be easy to lose track of what we're doing more globally. So we wanted to bring everyone back in the fold of what Stoked is up to in a broader sense. Some organizations call this a team retreat or an offsite. We call it team time. Our goals for this team time: connection, recovery, and grounding.
What do you hope will happen for us and you this week?
We've all been in our kind of personal corners of the country, of the world.
I just want to reconnect with my team.
Everybody's running on different projects, and when we're never together, it's really hard to feel like you're connected with people in the work that they're doing. And
I think I'm also hoping just for some fun, like to care a little less about everything else, the context of life in 2020.
The elements that we came up with were centered around our themes. They were creativity and therapy, physical movement, space, meditation and stillness, and a little bit of just, old-fashioned strategy work. We kicked things off boldly by bringing in a trusted personal and relationship therapist.
I'm Dodge Rhea. I'm a psychologist and was brought in by Parker just to help the group check in with each other after such a strange year of distance and sort of digital distance on top of it. And we're working with a few exercises kind of to help people learn to listen more deeply and hear each other and eventually clients.
We then spent some time going on a bit of a historical deep dive on how Stoke got started and where we are now. This included the whole team talking about the types of work we've done for the past decade, who we did it with, and bringing to light any big insights from each year. We had some space built in for physical movement. In particular, we rented out a local bouldering gym. Some folks went for a walk outside, some of us did some climbing, and others just went to the gym area to get their pump on.
Moving our bodies.
We had our friend Bryce McCloud come out and talk about
using art as an experimental tool to sort of like bring people together, talk about what makes communication work and not work, and that will inspire some new idea or a different tact and problems and projects that they have going as well.
We spent some time going over our new strategy, which is something that the leadership squad has been working on for the past few months. Both evenings were punctuated by sharing a meal together and then being guided through a sound bath by a local practitioner. To be able to sit under the moon together and share a great meal is really something to be grateful for. To have the shared experience of a sound bath felt pretty next level for all of us.
Like there's just a little perspective taking in a way that I just haven't given myself permission to take lately.
We're in this phase of deciding how we want to organize as a team and what are the rhythms that we want to embrace as a team to make sure that we're being really true to our values as we grow.
Our original intent around designing this week was to create connection for people that had been disconnected for so long.
Yeah, so just like getting close to people again and like reconnected, that was huge.
We spend so much time in the virtual world that it's easy to forget that as a creative person, and we all are, we have to lay our hands on things. We have to make in order to remember that creativity.
I feel transformed very like personally in a way that like I can bring my best self to the plate every day and not be like struggling because of these things that are holding me back.
Also to provide a sense of like recovery from what is a really tough time on planet Earth.
It was a time of just coming in to relax, to kind of rejuvenate for a couple days after 6 months of just a lot of change and just...
Yeah, this has just been a beautiful 3 days, and it has definitely made me more aware.
And so I feel like we're really like finally in tune with our values right now.
We believe reflection is a powerful practice, so at the end of our time together, we debriefed the week. How are you leaving this experience together versus how you came in? What elements felt important and impactful, and which ones need to be tweaked or tuned for the next time? This helps us create better and better experiences for our team and for our clients that bring us in for this kind of work. As everyone departed Nashville, we could physically sense the difference in energy with each other as well as collectively. Some pressure was relieved, some questions were answered, new questions were raised, some healing happened. It goes to show that a little intentional and thoughtful design can go a long way. Don't be afraid to try something new when creating time for you and your team to connect and solve problems together. Get out of your office, step away from the PowerPoint projector, and find new ways to relate to each other and collaborate as human beings first and as colleagues second. We think you'll find it makes a world of difference.